You face battles most never fought, pain, struggle, adversity. But here, we use that as fuel. This is the Battle Harder podcast, where we motivate, educate, and inspire warriors of life. Veterans, survivors, leaders. We share stories and strategies to turn pain into progress. Here's your host, Coach Rob. Let's lock in and battle harder.
What is up? It's your host, Coach Rob, here at the Battle Harder podcast, and welcome to episode 2 of my 25-part series, a Battle Ready series, where I took the 25 personal development questions that I would feel I would want answered, and I'm answering them and giving you the tips, the tricks, and the tools to become the best version of yourself. You know, there's a lot of value in these, and I hope you go back and start with episode 1. These are on a separate playlist in addition to the Battle Harder podcast, but they're all to provide you with value, an overwhelming amount of value, so you can use these in your day-to-day life, overcome adversity, and become the best version of yourself. Now, a few housekeeping items before we get into today's episode. If I am providing you value, if you like the content that I'm putting out, I need your support. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, TikTok, connect with me on LinkedIn, like, comment, subscribe on these podcasts. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And if I said something to you that just lit a fire in your ass, share this with someone, because that's my goal, is to help everybody I can become the best version of themselves. So today's episode 2, we are talking about that dreaded word, the word I hate, probably one of the most evil words, motivation. I hate that word, motivation. Nobody's motivated to do anything. Motivation is not a thing, in my opinion. And today we're talking about the lack of discipline, the myth of motivation versus the truth about systems you can build to be disciplined and take motivation out of the equation. We all say it all the time. Man, if I just had more motivation, I need some more motivation. Why can't I be motivated? Motivation is the biggest liar. It shows up only when it feels like it, and it disappears when you need it most. It's like that father in your life that you never saw. If you didn't have a father in your life, I'm sorry. Motivation is that father that went out to get milk and never came back, right? And then when you need something, it's not there. So when it disappears, the only way that we can go through life is with discipline. And you're like, but I'm not motivated, I'm not disciplined. Well, then you're fucking lazy. But there is hope. I'm going to break down why motivation is overrated and why discipline equals freedom, and how to build the systems that are going to make winning in your life automatic. So most of you know, if you've listened to any one of my episodes, 10-year Navy veteran, former police officer, mental health issues up the ass, right? PTSD, depression, anxiety, social anxiety. I am never motivated in my life to do anything. Even as I sit here and speak to you now, I'm not motivated to do this, but I'm a man on a mission, and I'm disciplined in everything that I do. I had to learn and have my reasons why I wanted to go to the gym, why I liked the gym, why I wanted to belong to the gym, and why I wanted to make health and fitness a priority in my life, and then built the healthy habits around that in order to stave off this need, want, I need motivation, to make it automatic to where now, after freaking 10, 15, 20 plus years, I just automatically go to the gym whether I want to or not. And I was talking to a friend on social media today. He was a guest on my podcast, and he commented, he said one of the things he's trying to do to better himself is to go to the gym when he doesn't want to, because the only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. Now, I'm not talking that you have to be this diehard fanatic, go to the gym 7 days a week, 2 hours a day. Like, no. But if you decide for yourself, hey, I'm going to get healthy and I'm going to start going to work out or exercise or go to the gym or whatever 3 times a week, then I'm going to build the healthy habits necessary to be able to make it to the gym 3 times a week, regardless if I want to or not. Nobody's usually motivated to brush their teeth, right? How many of you are like, man, I can't wait to go brush my teeth tonight before I go to bed? No, it's a healthy habit that you built. It's a system that became a non-negotiable that you did over and over and over and over and over again until it became automatic. These same principles apply to your fitness, your career, your relationships. So I want to break down to you a few myths around motivation. Myth 1, motivation equals consistency. This is bullshit. The truth is, motivation is emotional, it's inconsistent, and it's temporary. It's never going to last for a long period of time, and it's never going to be the dominating force in your life to help you be successful. Myth 2, discipline equals willpower. Willpower fades. My willpower fades all the time, but the systems I have in place remove that need for that constant willpower, right? And myth 3, that discipline is restricting yourself. It's putting limits on yourself. It's bounding yourself. Discipline equals freedom because it removes decision fatigue. When you have discipline, you don't have to go back and forth with making decisions and asking yourself, am I going to go to the gym today? Or do I need to go to the gym today? Or should I go to the gym today? No, you end up saying, I don't want to, but I'm going to the gym today. And you get in your car and you go. So the weapon building system, right? There's 3 key points for building discipline. 3 key points. Key point 1, have anchor habits. You're going to pick 1 to 2 non-negotiables that start and structure your day. You want to set yourself up to win. I talk about this all the time. Do the hard things as soon as you get up, because that's going to make your brain, your body, your emotions feel like you're winning. And you'll want to win the day, because when you win the day, that's when you feel successful. That's when you don't need motivation. That's when you're locked in, and everything that you're doing is going to come to fruition in the realm of discipline. So what's an anchor habit? What's 2 things like you can do? Get up 30 minutes early from now on. Get up and decide that you're going to start journaling first thing. For me, the first thing I have to do is work out. I don't like doing afternoon workouts. I don't like doing evening workouts. I like to get in the gym, get that shit done, get out, and start my day, right? Remove choices. Pre-decide your actions. I just said, you don't decide to go to the gym. You schedule it like a meeting. You don't decide, what am I going to eat? No, you're going to meal prep, which is going to remove that choice. When you remove choice from the equation, that starts to build discipline. That starts to help, especially if you're someone like me and you have mental health issues and you go back and forth with, I don't feel like going to the gym today. Well, if I didn't feel like doing half the things that I don't feel like doing with my mental health issues, I would be laying in the bed each and every day. I would waste away. I would succumb to the injuries that I had in the military because I'm not taking care of my body. I would be mentally, emotionally, and physically weak, and I would just rot away. So I remove choices. I say Monday through Friday, I am going to the gym. When I get up, The first thing I do is I don't get on social media. I don't turn on the TV. I don't freaking do anything other than put on my gym clothes, take my supplements, and drive my ass to the gym. The hardest part of any fitness routine, working out, and I want to apply this to some other things, but fitness mindset discipline is my jam. Fitness is first and foremost in my pillars of coaching. And I think it's very important to become a total package of who we want to be. But I have to literally just automatically go to the gym. So I remove the choice of getting on my cell phone first thing in the morning. I remove the choice of eating something before I get my workout in. I remove the choice of answering emails before I get my workout in. I remove the choice of, unless it's an emergency, talking to my wife or kids until I get out of the gym. The gym is numero uno in Coach Rob's life before anything else. Because if I can't take care of myself, physically, mentally, emotionally, how can I take care of my partner? How can I take care of my kids? How can I be a better husband, better father to them, right? So you have to remove choices. If you're a college student and you struggle to get work done, Coach Rob's old 47-year-old ass is a full-time student. Struggle sometimes to get homework done. I have to time block. And time block goes into weapon system number 3, which is accountability systems. Your environment, where you're at, and people around you matter. If you have someone tearing you down in your life all the time, then they don't belong in your life, because they're going to keep you fat. They're going to keep you lazy. They're going to keep you broke. They're going to keep you undisciplined. But calendars, reminders, journals, training partners, my group of men that I coach in the war room, accountability is key. If you can't be accountable for yourself, you have to have someone else help you be accountable. And that someone else doesn't necessarily have to be a partner, a friend, a coworker. It can be your phone reminding you, hey, asshole, go to the gym. Do your homework. Do whatever it is you have to do. Work on business. Time blocking is huge for this. So the weapon system to overcome the motivation lie and start building discipline is pick non-negotiable habits that you will do every day regardless of how you feel. Remove the choice. This comes deeper into other episodes where you have to speak to yourself in a certain manner and say things. I will go to the gym instead of I won't go to the gym. I can eat healthy instead of I can't eat healthy. I am smart instead of I am stupid. How we speak to ourselves is important. And then finally, the accountability systems that we use to keep us locked on target. If I didn't write shit down or put shit in my phone or write on a whiteboard, everything and anything, I would lose control of everything. I have so much to do in my day-to-day besides go to the gym, run a business that includes this podcast, my coaching, and my gear, do my social media, be a full-time student, have my son every other weekend, go to jiu-jitsu. If I don't block out time and do time blocking and write shit down, it's not going to get done, because once again, I'm not motivated. I am not a motivational speaker. I am not someone that is going to motivate you through witty stories and promote you and push you to make you feel like you need to know. I'm going to give you real life examples and experiences so you can effectively accomplish your goals. So listen, right? Before I give you a challenge and give you something to take action, because this is the thing in the Battle Ready series, every episode, I'm going to tell you something that, hey, go do this. And if you do that, the action that you're going to take is going to propel you forward instead of either being stuck or going backwards, right? I help men 30 plus get unstuck, whether that's through mental health, through needing a career change, through relationship issues, through parenting issues, trying to be a better man, a tougher man, a more resilient man. This is what I do through fitness, mindset, and discipline. And I can help you get unstuck. But with anything that I put out in this universe, on this podcast, on social media, in my coaching programs, you ultimately are responsible for you. You have to take the action in the first step in order to accomplish that goal. I know it's scary. I know it's hard. And a lot of times in life, if you ever seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, I'm a big nerd. I'm a big TV guy. I love all the Indiana Jones movies. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones is looking for the Holy Grail. And he has to pass a bunch of tests to get to the Holy Grail. And if he doesn't, his father is going to die. Now, spoiler alert, but I get, this movie's been out forever, so whatever. So the Nazis have his father. They shot him. He has to get to the Grail to get that life-saving elixir to bring his father back to life. Everybody that's tried to go through these challenges, they've died, right? Got their head cut off, fallen, lost, something's happened. In the trial, Indy comes to a chasm. And the reason why I'm telling you a story, this is a lot like our lives, right? You come to this chasm or this hole in the ground. You can't jump across the other side. There's not a bridge. There's not a vine. There's not a rope. There's not a ladder. And you're staring down into the black abyss. And you're like, I can't do this. I can't cross this. I can't accomplish this goal. I'm not motivated to do this. I'm not going to take this risk. I don't want to take this chance. Well, in the movie, Indy realizes that it's considered a leap of faith. He's going through his research because the Last Crusade all has religious Christian things intertwined in the movie as the Nazis and Indy are searching for this Holy Grail. And he's like, a leap of faith. And he takes a little bit of sand and he sprinkles the sand, and all of a sudden you start to see like a bridge appear, right? And he's like, I just got to jump. And you can tell he's scared, right? He's like, you just got to jump. And he jumps, and lo and behold, he's on the bridge. He makes it safely across to get the Grail. That's what discipline is like. Motivation will have you not taking that leap of faith every time. Discipline will have you taking those risks and those leap of faith and those actions that we think that we can't do when we know we can, because we've turned our body into this machine of healthy habits, non-negotiables, things that we know that's going to work, that builds us up over time, that creates this internal thing saying, I am disciplined in doing everything I need to do to be successful. I'm going to check off boxes A, B, and C. I'm going to write things down. I'm going to put alerts on my phone. I'm going to kick the unhealthy habits, the doom scrolling on social media, the going to bed real late at night, the freaking not practicing proper sleep hygiene, not trying to read books or educate myself. Motivation gives you the lie. Motivation is the way out. Motivation is the excuse. Oh, I just wasn't motivated to do it. And if you rely on that, you're going to fail every time. So remember, motivation always fades. Discipline is forever. And discipline is going to be built on systems. Stop saying to me, Coach Rob, how do I get discipline? Well, just like anything worth doing, it takes time, but you stack up a win each and every day until that is compiled into a huge ass discipline, earning, burning, turning machine where you're locked in. And look, you're still going to have bad days. Some days you're just really like, I just can't go to the gym today, or I need that mental health break, or that's fine. This isn't about being a robot and living your life each and every day completely like I am disciplined. I am going to do everything to win and be. No, you're not a robot. You're a human. I understand. But everything I teach you is to do the right thing, to be bigger, to be better, to be stronger, just 1% each and every day. And so I want you guys to be battle ready, right? I really want you to do the things necessary to be successful, and I'm giving you these tools for free. So your action after you listen to this episode, I want you to write just one habit that you keep skipping because you're not motivated. And instead of waiting to feel like it, build a system around it. Reverse engineer that shit. Write that shit down. I've been skipping the gym. I've been skipping my homework. I've been skipping eating healthy. I've been skipping having that difficult conversation. Whatever it is, just one. Pick one fucking thing. One. And then reverse engineer it and build a system around it. And I don't want you to be like, well, next week I'm going to do that. No. When we take action and we take massive action, it has to be right now. So you write down, I'm going to the gym tomorrow. And then you have that on paper in front of your face and you say, well, what do I have to do to make sure I get to the gym tomorrow? I have to set my alarm 30 minutes earlier. I have to have my gym clothes ready. I have to have my supplements ready. And you get all that shit ready. You set your alarm, you set your reminder, and you just get up and you go do it. You don't wait for motivation. If you feel like shit, you go. If you have a half mediocre workout, so be it. At least you went. And you do that over and over and over and over again until this shit is automatic and you're just a discipline having machine. Guys, I've just given you the key to start building discipline over motivation. Remember, motivation does not equal consistency. Discipline does not equal willpower. And discipline is not a restriction on your life. Create anchor habits. Pick a few things that you can make non-negotiable in your life that you'll do to start to structure your day so you can start to win the day. And you will see big changes within a couple weeks, if not a month, of doing that. Remove the choice. Don't decide, do. Take action and have accountability systems, whether it's a supportive friend, a wife, an app, an alarm, a notification, writing something down, writing a note on your fridge, whatever you have to do to be accountable for your actions. And when this episode is over, write that one thing down you've been avoiding and figure out how you're not going to avoid it. If you're a man 30 and over and you're feeling stuck and you just don't know what to do in life, maybe you need a new career change. Maybe you're thinking of starting that business. Maybe you're thinking of ending a relationship or getting in a relationship. Maybe you don't know what to do with your kids. This is what I'm here for. 10-year Navy veteran, former police officer, former strength and conditioning gym owner, been through hell and back, but also I've done a lot of shit in my life to become the best version of myself. Constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly trying to improve myself. If you need the help, I am the help. I can help you get unstuck. I can help you find your passion and your purpose again. And we can do that one day at a time in my 90-day coaching program. Go to battlefitedbrand.com, click on the link. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If I said anything to light a fire under your ass, make sure you share this with someone. And remember, guys, that you have to always be fit for battle. They told you to stay comfortable. You chose the battle. Battle Fitted is for the few who live by discipline in the gym, in the mirror, and in the mind. This isn't just fitness, it's transformation. From our coaching and mindset resources to apparel that speaks without saying a word, to keynotes that shake rooms awake, we train warriors, not followers. No fluff, no shortcuts, just real work, real change. If you're tired of talking about it, prove it. Lock in your first workout, grab your gear, book the mission at battlefittedbrand.com.